Hey tappers, I thought we'd try something new. So rather than having a green screen behind me, it's finally starting to feel like nice outside, sunny outside where I am. So I figure if it works out, we're going to start taking field trips and I'll just have some live, beautiful backgrounds behind me. So we'll see. We'll see about pulling that off. But anyway, today what I want to talk to you about is how to deal with discouragement. So when we're discouraged about something, it's typically because we feel stuck or stopped in some way. Now, the world has been shut down for so long now, we've kind of gotten used to that, right? And now that things are starting to open back up again, you may have had this expectation of feeling like, woohoo, I'm free. And maybe that didn't happen for you. Maybe it's been a little bit more difficult getting motivated to kind of go back to normal life than you originally thought it would be. So what are the things that you feel are getting in your way? Do you feel like, I don't know how, I can't, I'm too overwhelmed, there's too many things, I'm too far behind? Whatever it is, whatever your point of discouragement is, let's talk about how to get past that in a way that feels doable, okay? So think of something that you feel discouraged on, okay? And now think of what is your action step to get out of that. Now I'm betting you whatever action step you chose is a big step. It's a big step forward, probably like 50 to 80% of what you need to do in order to be out of being stuck, right? So say it's, oh, I want a new career. I'm tired of being stuck where I am. I need to go back to school. So maybe your first step is, I need to go enroll in classes. Whoa, there's a lot of things that you can do incrementally in between there that don't feel nearly as big as making that big of a jump. So as you start to figure this out, the number one suggestion I have is to start tapping. Okay, and I'm just going to choose my face because I'm holding my phone with my other hand. I can't tap my hand, although the side of the hand is a great point for this because of how it can help any sort of reversals that are happening in your head. If you're unsure what I mean by that, let me know and I'll make a video about it. That the point on the side of your hand is especially powerful for that type of mindset. So as you start tapping, think about, okay, what is it that I feel discouraged about? For me personally, everything on my to-do list, everything that I want to get done. It feels really overwhelming and I'm a little discouraged thinking that I can actually get it all done. So then I'll ask myself some questions. Okay, well, does everything have to be done right now? No, not everything has to be done right now. Okay, well, can I prioritize it in terms of importance? Ooh, that one's a little difficult for me because I feel like I can pretty much validate everything on my list to be important. All right. What about by deadline? Can I prioritize it according to deadline? I feel like that's more possible. You know, I have some things that might irritate me to have sitting around, but there's not a big expectation, like laundry, some housework. Those things are okay to let slide a little bit longer than some other things on my list. Okay, so by prioritization, does it still feel overwhelming? And yes, my answer is yes. It still feels discouraging, feels overwhelming to step into it. All right, so can I figure out what my top priority is? The most important thing, my first deadline to meet? Yes, I know exactly what that is. Okay, does that feel overwhelming to do? Yes, it does. All right, so I'm feeling a little discouraged in my ability to maybe attack it and complete it. So what if I took this thing that I have to do and I came up with the first step being just a 2% increase in success, 2% closer to what I need to do. I feel excited about that. Okay, so 2%, that sounds so small, but how do I figure out 2%? Okay, so here's the magic trick to that. So you know what 100% is, right? If you don't know what 100% is, then you need to figure that out because that's how you know you reach your finish line. So 100% is I have this goal complete. Okay, so what's 50% of that? What's my halfway point? Well, my halfway point would look like this. Okay, now what's half of that? So what's my quarter done point, my 25%? Okay, and what's half of that? Half of that would be about 12%. Half of that would be 6%. And then half of that again would be 3%, which is close enough to 2%. And now, tappers, you've got a small incremental part that you've been able to slowly slice down. That's a doable 2%. And make an intention with yourself to where 2% is good for today, or 3% is good enough for today. And I'm going to be satisfied with that. And if I need to do 3% on 5 goals today, I think maybe I can get that done. And then not only do you have a doable percentage that you can accomplish today, but you also kind of road mapped a little bit. You have all of these milestones now that you know that you can hit in this goal, which makes it seem more easy to go and accomplish as well, and start to feel excited about it rather than discouraged. I hope this has helped you. I'll see you again soon.